Hey, what's up? This your girl KeyIce. Welcome to the Rep My Block show, and we have my co-host back, Grandmastar Bass Monstar. How you been?
What's up, Key? Good to see you again. It's been a minute. Yeah,
Likewise, glad to
Quinn.
have you back.
Yeah, glad to be back. I'm glad to be back.
What you
Yeah.
been up to, bro?
Man, I just been teaching these kids how to dance. That's really all that's to it. Teaching them how to dance and gigging it around the world and doing a couple competitions and whatnot. Uh, my my last students just had a bunch of showcases come up, so I had to really get focused on that and like help them get to they moment in life, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, again, it's good to have you back finally, and
Great. To
let's go ahead and get started. We have a special guest today, and we'll be announcing him soon. But
one.
first, we did want to give a couple of shout outs, birthday shout outs, real quick. We got Nathan Morris of Boys to Men. Happy birthday to him. He's
Dang.
actually one of the original. I think he's the original founder of Boys to Men, actually. But yeah, shout out to him. We got some other birthday shout outs. Happy birthday, Big Retta. She's an up and coming artist doing her thing. She actually posted a video for her birthday. It was real tight. Make sure y'all check her out. DJ Tony Phoenix out of San Antonio, Texas. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to Kevin McGee. There's been a lot of birthdays. We've been posting a few on our page. Make sure y'all check out our page for the other birthdays. But yeah, that's what it is with the birthdays. I also want to give a special shout out to one of our followers, Melinda Hibbler, who is from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Big shout out to her. She's a major supporter, and much love to her as well.
Birthday or not happy birthday, but much love.
Right. That's what's up.
Can we get some
But
applause
yeah.
real quick?
What was that?
Throw some applause out there for them real quick. Let's throw
Oh,
some.
yeah. Gotta applaud them. Gotta applaud them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, big ups to our winner for Freestyle Fridays, which was last night, Wicked
Ooh,
Panda out of Gary, Indiana. And
Wick
y'all,
Panda. That's a strange name.
yeah, it is, and you guys see his bars. We're actually about to show his video, his winning video, but yeah, he has an interesting character that he literally plays the Wicked Panda. He has a costume and everything, but he didn't put it on for the show. For the show, he gave us his
He's got
regular
to
self.
do that one time for us. Just one time. Just one
Yeah,
time.
we might have to ask him to bring it out next week for the grand prize show. But
Got
shout out
manifest for us one time.
and shout out to Shauna Straight Official Freestyles and Don Dada, the host. They be holding it down over there on Freestyle Fridays. Make sure you check
Let's
out
get
every
some claps going
Friday.
for them. Let's get some claps going for them. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go ahead and check out Wicked Panda's winning freestyle from last night.
let's hear it.
Pull up and roll up, I might just show up. Pull up and roll up, I might just show up. Pull up and roll up, I might just show up. Pull up and roll up, I might just. You might think me crazy, but I'm just like they who made me. And a crazy lady had my baby. I was going to roll in the regard for safety. I think a party might be the cure for all these crazy hours I've been doing. I learned not to start if I'm not sure. If you want to make it real, then you have to be pure with your intentions. I'm wishing I make that clock do some backward spinning, no skipping. I'm putting in work, I need some relief, but how it hurt. I want to see her drop that ass to the dirt, then pick it back up. Ooh, that was better than the perk. Hold up, yeah. Pull up and roll up, I might just show up. If you pull up and roll up, I might just show up. If you pull up and roll up, I might just, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, shout out to Wicked Panda.
yeah, let's get some claps going for the panda. Heck yeah.
So,
That's good.
and also a major shout out to producer Coop Chardonnay for the beat yesterday. The beat
Cool.
is called Parties. And Coop Chardonnay, if you have not heard of him, he is, or hopefully you heard of him, he's a multi-billboard producer. He's produced for Tory Lanez, Snoop Dogg, Ashanti, Genuine, The Dream, some
Oh,
everybody. But big shout out to him for the beat. That's what's up.
yeah, let's get some claps going for him.
Yep, yep. But yeah, without further ado, I think we're ready for our guest. What you think?
Oh, absolutely. You know I'm ready to press the clap button for any reason.
Right.
So
Let's
just
go
let
ahead and bring him on. He's out of Montgomery, Alabama. Please welcome Yeezy's World.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. What's happening?
What's
How
going
you
on?
doing?
Um,
Welcome.
Glad to be alive. Glad to be here, man. Thank you for having me. How you
Um,
guys?
welcome
That's
to the
what's up. Oh, doing
chat.
good.
W's all day. W's all day.
For sure, for sure. Well, first, again, welcome to the Red My Block Show. And just to start off, if you could tell us, because it is the Red My Block Show, and we know you from Montgomery, Alabama. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in that area, and like what it was like when you first started in music?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Like my whole life I was like freestyling to myself or whatever. And as I got older and going through school, my cousins, all my homeboys, they were into music. They were recording and stuff. And I first came on the scene as a producer. And so I went from like, here's this beat to you should say it like this. You should come on this beat like this. Here's a line. Here's a line. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it myself. And then I just started doing my own projects. Um, so I honestly kind of just grew into it from my surroundings.
Yeah.
So you started off as a producer first before you were an artist. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you still produce like your own music? Do you produce that or other artists or just yourself?
Well, the thing is, like, definitely more so for myself. Like, I'll make beats every day, and then I'll never post them. I'll fall in love with them, and I'll rap on them, and then they'll be on my next album.
Yeah. Okay. And do you work with a lot of different artists still currently?
I do. So basically, the way I got my name is I originally was called Ye-Rock. My name is Corey. Ye-Rock is Corey backwards. But
Okay.
that was in the era where everybody had a nickname that ended with Easy. Like Wayne just became Lil Weezy. So they was calling me Yeezy. And then I started doing everything. I was producing, I was on the beat, I was telling them the cadence of how they should flow. And then I started doing the artwork and graphic design as well. So it just became YeezysWorld. Um, so I'm working with artists all the time. If not doing their artwork, then putting together, I would say more like executive producing or how the whole album should sound and stuff like that. Um, but most of the artists around my city, I collaborate with in some kind of way every day.
Okay. That's what's up. I mean, that's good. You showing love because I mean, I understand you relocated to the Atlanta area. Are you? Is that where you currently are? Are you back in Montgomery?
So I'm currently back in Montgomery. I did a lot of back and forth, and I wanted to sit down here for a minute, just because I think it's a budding atmosphere that I kind of want to get into. I want to grow in this scene a little bit more. Artists around here have something special, and they're just not being heard. So I kind of want to grow with them and be a part of that explosion when it happens, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's a very slept on kind of idea too, to see budding potential and step out and say, I'm gonna help this develop rather than try to go where it's already happening, so to speak. Because
Yeah,
that speaks to you knowing you got something in you and seeing that and being able to see that in other people too.
I always felt like I can make it happen for myself anywhere, but it's something bigger going on here that I want to be a part of.
Word one.
Most definitely. And as far as like coming up, especially in being from the South and things like that, who would you say your top musical influences have been?
Honestly, when I tell people from my area, it's like nothing like people from my area. My biggest influences are like Tech Nine, Ludacris, Kanye. Has nothing to do with my name, but Kanye definitely. Just because of genre hopping and blending, and that's kind of my thing as well.
Mm.
Okay, those are some interesting ones.
Yeah.
What are you about
Cool.
to say? You go ahead.
Uh, Kendrick or Drake?
Too
I love what's
early.
going on. I love the excitement behind it. You know, I'm a sucker for bars and everything. Um, but I feel like it's more content that would come from Kendrick. You
Yo,
know, more
yo,
substance that I want to hear that would come from the Kendrick side.
yo, yeah.
I don't take anything away from Drake though.
Oh no, no, but seriously though, it was a good bout, right? It's a good bout.
Yeah, yeah. I love to see it.
Would you ever create a diss track for somebody, or you think you ain't got like? Does that take too much mental energy? You ain't trying to really get that type of energy, or what? That be something you ever?
Um, so I would, but I want it to go a certain way. I have,
Oh,
um,
oh
and
snap!
it's.
Spill the, spill the
I
tea.
would want to have what do you call healthy competition.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Um, you know, I don't mind a sparring match. I just don't want it to be like you saying all this and that over wax. Let's meet up. We can just do that before I make the track. You know,
Mm.
I don't care for violence at all, but I want it to be a good competition. I don't want to be just like mouthing off at somebody I know isn't on my lyrical level or just wasting time with it.
Mm. No doubt, no doubt. It's a very well balanced opinion right there.
I mean, that definitely makes sense, you know. But you said you have you done one for like is you and somebody, or you like did a beat for somebody else, or how was that?
In my lifetime, I produced two beats that went on to be diss tracks, and then I made a diss track myself.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
it kind of just rolled over into being a diss track. I was doing some slick subliminal Drake mentions, and then I added a verse, and my feature was like, "Nah, let's get him."
Okay. All
So it went
right.
on from there.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna we won't, you know, that was actually a little surprise, so we had to ask you a little bit about that, you know what I'm saying? But we won't go deep into that one. But as far as some of the things that you do to prepare yourself for like performances, what are some of the like? Do you have a certain ritual or anything like that that you do to prepare?
I do honestly, and it depends on like when I do shows at home in Montgomery. A lot of the time they're short notice. Um, but when I actually have prep time and I know it's way out, my favorite thing to do is while I'm doing my cardio is to spit my verses. Like
Word.
all of my older verses were more heavily influenced by Tech Nine, so I'm rapping in double time all the time. So if I can do it on the elliptical, on the treadmill, then I'm more than ready for the stage.
Hey,
Nice, I like that. Okay.
very disciplined. Yeah.
And I'm sure that helps with the breathing and all that, you know,
Mm.
when you're actually performing. That's
Man, that's the
cool.
most important. Like my first couple of performances, I was like, I wish I didn't write this song this way.
Not breathing in your head like that though.
Oh man, I was trying to cover the mic. Like, can y'all hear me? Rapping or breathing? But yeah.
love the
Wow.
love the tree.
Yeah. And I mean, with you know, like with music critics nowadays saying a lot of the rappers sound alike, what would you say is different about your music compared to like the masses that are out there right now?
Great question.
Um. So I have 5 full-length albums now, and each one of them carries a different sound. My second album was heavily rock influenced and like all eras of rock, so it was punk rock and everything. I think it's important to um, keep a changing sound that pushes my creativity, and I believe it pushes the culture forward. Not saying that I'm so important to the culture or whatever, but in order for things to keep going, I feel like it has to keep changing. Like life has changed altogether. So I try to keep my sound changing throughout time just to keep myself polished.
Right.
I like that. And you know, I did notice because I took a listen to some of your songs before the show, and I really like your. You know, I like the fact that you're versatile, and it seems like you can create just anything, and I like that a lot. I was really feeling that. Props to you for that, definitely. We do have one of your videos that we like to play, and let me read the title of it for you. I'm going to ask you about the video, but I think it's best to go ahead and show it so everybody can see it, you know, to see the greatness of this video, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. But this music video is called Sparring to Greatness, A Tale of Friendship and Skill. So let's go ahead and play
Word.
that, and then we'll talk about it.
What a name.
The crop's still growing, the money's still flowing.
Oliver made this.
YeezysWorld, I can't stop till I down DIE. I take lift off when I roll my tree. A band for a bird, but it ain't free. Most of these artists can't afford that fee. That's why they always stand on their hands and knees. That begging ain't gonna get the shit from me. I can line rappers up and do a killing spree. I got issues, but I think I can solve a lot of them with a pistol. Pop a couple, put it like pivot. They're really too simple. Pull it by your head, hit a whistle. Duck better duck, cause you never see cribbing. That ain't really none of my business. I been in the goddamn kitchen, whipping, collecting all these bags for the flipping. Damn, I got children. And this 40-hour job ain't gon' never make millions. I'm on the civilians, the one in the billions. So fuck your opinions, yeah, she like the means. Too dumb for the vision, I aim for precisions. And for the restrictions, I broke through the bitches. The syrup I'm sipping got me feeling wicked. New pack of the cookies, and now we get lifted. I'm way above limits, I'm fried like some chicken. I pop in the skillet, I run up the digits. I'm trying to make millions, not those out the hinges. My only damn wish is to run up the binges and never stop winning. New plan gotta trim it, this butt tastes delicious. Set record like Guinness, they thought I would finish, but I can't diminish. Came here to kill it, the best in the business. I keep it sturdy like a 2x4. You can't handle this kush I smoke. You probably can't afford it cause you always stay broke. Can't pay the bill but you buy new clothes. Brand new shirt, no lights in your home. Tell me how the hell that makes sense, don't know. I leave the bitches thinking they got money on them though. Already knew Will, he the least got told. Sad, babe, bro, boy, he a joke.
You don't have ambition, you don't have no hope. I'ma grind every day, you ain't never going broke. Change your whole vibe in the room, I'm dope. Won't be a high head and my heart stay froze. I'ma be a high head till I'm dead and gone. Midas touch, these hands are gold. I can fix everything but the hearts are broke. Out on bail, ain't stressing no bills. If I get locked up, I'ma still be rich. There ain't much in the world, I ain't already did. So I'm stacking this money for my wife and my kids. They keep saying this a life I chose. Got me feeling like y'all cool being broke. Got a red bone that'll do no cold. You still finna blow me like a stuffy nose. Y-double-E-Z-Y, I'm Yeezy. You make it look novice, I make it look easy. Blowing through money, you should call me breezy. Don't mention all the mother rappers that can't even see me. Nothing can stop me when I'm in the zone. $1 million and I still came home. $1 million and I still came home. $1 million and I still came home. Yeah. Yeah. They lied when I told you I'm somebody friendly. No, I am a dick and you boys not an inch of me. Got on these beats and I chop them with symmetry. Rap up my life, they can't help but to mimic me.
Woo, that was nice. That was nice. So again, that the name of that song was Sparring to Greatness, A Tale of Friendship and Skill. So can you tell us a little bit about that video, like the creation, everything, the collab with Young Bass that you did?
Yes.
That's an AI title. The song is called Intro. It is the intro to Dystopia 2, which is a joint that I did with Young Bass. So every 420, we basically drop a dystopia. And this year, we wanted to showcase lyrical talent. But the thing about what we've seen around us is everybody is like so serious about being gangster, trap rapping, and that's cool. But I wanted to play with it. So I made the video Kung Fu, anime, Dragon Ball Z, while spitting some of the hardest bars in the yard. So I actually edited the whole video. I did that myself.
So,
I had one of the biggest media companies in the city shoot it for me, and I
Nice.
did the editing myself.
nice.
Just because it's been a while since I actually did a full video, I wanted to put that under my belt. And other than that, I feel like it was a great thing to do just to mix it up.
Word.
But
It's an awesome video for sure, and love the editing, love the whole concept of the video.
thank you,
I
thank you.
was like, wow, this is different. I like that. I like that.
To watch.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at that video because with a lot of music going into like the metaverse world, have you been exploring that territory? Because that's giving me kind of like metaverse vibes, something we might see featured in within the metaverse.
I can't say too much, but I am exploring that territory. I'm
Okay,
working on something big, and it's it'll start with me, but I'm trying to do it for the city.
that's
Word.
what's up. That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
let's
I
get
mean,
going for that video because that was amazing.
most
Great,
stuff.
great content. I love how you react to the claps on both sides. Yeah, that's awesome. You got a great imagination, man. I can't wait to see what more you create. You know what Yeezy's World looks like. Speaking of Yeezy's World, I got a question about it. Like, if hip means to know and hop means movement, what does hip hop mean to you?
Hmm. Well, it's strange because I feel like hip hop is the only movement at this point. Everybody gravitates to hip hop,
Mm,
and I feel like it's the motor of all music at this point.
mm, definitely. Embellish on that. Can keep going.
And so, like, to this day, like we can look back and people wanted to stray away from things, and then hip hop made it relevant.
Mm,
We can look at early 90s and a certain group of people wanted nothing to do with having a big booty.
yeah, huge. Yeah.
We can take it back with everything, like even unfortunately the presence of drugs and what the trap means is
Mm,
amplified, and now the world is on because of hip hop.
mm,
It's kind of like every element that came and grew in hip hop has spread through the world through hip hop. It's
yeah.
not you have to be older to not like hip hop music, and it's because you had another music to hang with.
Yeah, I feel like you get to be real, 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 real older. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
like
what's not to like about? I mean, come on, because like even the most conservative people, I would say there has to be at least one hip hop song that they really like. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for
You know
sure.
what?
But yeah, I definitely know what you're saying about that.
You know
But
what
getting more.
gets
Oh,
me?
go ahead,
You know
Grandmaster Baby.
what really gets me is the memes of the older Caucasian people, older white people, like when they're driving and they start busting out the gangster rap lyrics.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's not your song, but it is your song. Like they know every word. That gets me every time. I crack up.
Right, for sure.
It's
But
like
I do want to touch base though on something that's been trending, especially this past week, because um, what's been trending this past week is just um,
Are you talking about Jermaine Dupri?
I'm about to spill the tea, yeah, no, but yeah, with Jermaine Dupri, um, it's been trending because he had met an artist from Alabama in Atlanta, and the artist had approached him,
Spill
offered
it.
him $10,000 to
Uh
listen to his music, and
and
he
what
had turned him down and was basically like, "Put your city on first," type of thing. I
happened?
mean, he later shared the artist, but one thing the artist had said that had touched Jermaine Dupri at that time was that he was like, "I'm from a part of Alabama where if I do that in my city, I'll get shot and killed." And he was like, wow, you know what I mean? That really hit me. And so I do want to ask you about that. Like being an artist from Alabama, like have you experienced racism, things like that by venue owners when you're performing? Like what's your experience been?
Mhm.
I definitely have. And I had to go look into E Heard to see where he was from to know exactly what he experienced as an artist. um, so I know he's telling the truth. But I've had my music cut off once they figured out I was getting ready to rap and not sing. Um,
Wow.
I've been, I've been at a venue where my tires were slashed, or
Oh,
we were trying to leave because I was just trying to get back to Montgomery. It was a little, the thing about Alabama is you'll be on the interstate and you'll see something like a Confederate flag, which means turn around.
Wow.
And when I was first coming back, I didn't know all of that.
oh,
But I'm performing with people who had been here, and I'm like, you guys are supposed to know. So it's kind of like we've gotten to a point where we know how to stay out of the way of that. We're so used to it. We know that it exists to a point where we just don't even bother those venues. And that's why it bothers us when we have like our own Black-owned venues, and they work hard to get them open. They had to fight against the system, city council, all of that to get open. And then some random act of ignorance gets it shut down the first time.
yeah, that's crazy.
I've been in plenty other places. I mean, they have security because they know at some point a fight is going to happen. But here, they're fighting there. Nope, you guys don't know how to act. That's the end of that.
Mm.
That's crazy.
It's definitely different. And I try to say it as nice as possible to stay out the way. It's stricter on us.
Watching it.
That's crazy. I mean, because you're in Montgomery, and that's like one of the biggest cities in Alabama. And, you wouldn't think that it would be as bad there, but just wow, that's crazy. Um,
The South is still the South.
yeah,
It's definitely Alabama. And like I say, at the same time, thank God for hip hop because it changes the younger crowds, but them older ones are still out there and they're strong with it.
Mm.
It's a flag in their backyard, and it's not the kind we like.
Deep.
that's deep. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry about the racism you've experienced out there, and I commend you for like going back there to do your thing, and you're making waves definitely for your city, for your state. So props to that. Props for that.
I look at it some sort of I guess I call it my version of activism of what I can do from as far as I want to do.
Yeah, I mean that's what hip hop started as. It was a form of activism against a system that was oppressing people. So it's right up the alley. Stand on that business. That's where NWA came from. A lot of people don't even
Power.
remember that. For real, fight the power. For real.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
it's created for.
Right. But I mean, I want to also ask you about because before Jermaine Dupri had shared that artist, and again, artist at first a lot of people didn't know who the artist was. They were asking who is this, but yeah, as you mentioned, the artist's name is E Heard. Shout out to him.
Hey, publicity is good publicity.
Right. Before he had shared his song, he had went on his Instagram live and he was talking about. We actually have a clip, but yeah, let's play the clip real quick, and then you can tell us what you think about what he says in the clip. Just
roll the clip.
But you gotta turn your city up, man. You gotta turn. You can't. By the way, coming to Atlanta. To me, it's not the thing that a person should be doing if they are up and coming artists. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's congested in the city. It's niggas from Atlanta that can't get on out here. It's niggas in Atlanta that's trying to get on out here. So a nigga from out of town trying to come to this city. Now you gotta fight the locals. You gotta get past them. You gotta get to the deep. Like, but y'all fucking up by leaving the radio out of y'all's playbook. I'm gonna tell you that. You fucking up by leaving radio out of your playbook, because Ludacris, who wanted to rap the same way that I wanted to be put on, what he did was he went to the radio station. My nigga Teddy Riley is in this motherfucker. That's my idol. Yes. Listen. Ludacris. What Ludacris did is he went to Hot 107.9 and he disguised himself as wanting a DJ job, because he knew that if he worked at the radio station, he was going to bump into the people that he felt like he wanted to talk to get put on.
So, can you tell us a little bit what you know, because again, in that clip, he was talking about how he didn't feel like independent artists should necessarily try moving to Atlanta to try to get put on, quote unquote, as he said. But what do you think about that?
I got it.
It's some parts I agree with and some parts I disagree. Me and Montgomery, we can just say, like, already, you know, me and E Heard's music is different. I don't take nothing away from him. I think he does exactly what he needs to do. But we have to reach outside of our hometown, because our hometown feels like they know us. Which means there's no superstar quality there. Like, you just cuz from school, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a rapper. And so, like, turn your city up is weird because, okay, I mean, getting on radio means you got to have a radio vibe. It's like a commercial record or a dance record to turn your city up here, which is not what most of us want to do. Like, I look at all my streams and the majority of my streams come from everywhere but home. And so I can't say, like, get your city behind you, because they only get behind you once you pop it everywhere else. But as far as
right,
Luda had a good scheme, you know what I'm saying, but he had the whole skill set. Like, he had the actual job and slipped his record on the air a couple times before becoming an artist. And so it's like, turning your city up, I can't see. I haven't seen it, you know. I've always, when I moved to different areas, that's why I was just like back and forth in Atlanta, you know. I was crashing on couches and stuff and spending summers, but it was never like, now that I live here, let me make Atlanta mine. Atlanta is congested and it is a million one artist there, but they still people. I always tell other artists that, you know, other rappers can be fans too. And that's usually how you end up collaborating, networking. But all in all, it's some points that I just can't agree with. I never say start at home, because home always feels like they already got you down packed and you're nothing to worry about or nothing to be focused on.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that, especially like looking at you know, different cities. They have different you know, like the hip hop community in particular is smaller in certain cities than others. And so I feel you 100% on that, as far as like you know, trying to put the city on first. And especially if you're, you know, from a smaller city, you know, like you said, everybody feels like they know you, know what you're about already, so they're like, you know, they don't pay you no mind. But yeah, definitely feel you. What do you think, Grandmastar Monstar?
I was saying something similar to that the other day while I was streaming on Instagram. I was like, man, like, it seemed like people that really, like, that's your family and stuff, like, they mess with you, but they don't mess with you like you want them to mess with you on some stuff sometimes. You know, it just depends on how it is. And then like I go over to TikTok and I got way more people messing with me over there. So I feel like the whole turn your city up is a card to be played, but not always at the beginning does it work out like that, you know. Sometimes you gotta go get the clout somewhere else and bring it back, you know. Once you get the clout, then you go back and you turn your city up. Now that you got some turn up power, you know. Can't turn nothing up if I ain't got power, you know. Everybody think they know what I'm about. You know, they ain't letting me grow and expand, and that's kind of what happens with plants too is you gotta repot the plant in a different set of soil in a bigger pot so it can gain deeper roots and
Definitely.
become a even stronger plant.
Grandmaster Basement, start with the metaphors. I always love your metaphors. Talk about planting pots and moving the pot. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, but you know, it's one of those
Said
things
new
that it's definitely like it depends on your experience, where you from, what's been going on in the city, stuff like that. But when you're during your time in Atlanta, what was it like there? Was it like harder to get on shows and stuff like that for you, or what was your experience like?
It was actually easier there. Like my very first thing I did in Atlanta, I did Apache Cafe with it was like a Grand Hustle hosted open mic. And I was like completely unprepared. I was there 2 nights, and on night 2 was the event. And I was like, all right, well, I don't have any cards, I don't have any CDs pressed up at the time, but I'm about to go here and shake hands with people. Um, and to me, my eyes were like wide open because like this is Ti, and this is my first little thing I'm doing here. But it seemed like stuff like that was popping up all the time in Atlanta. So I always had something to do. I just had to get myself together, and that kind of made me get my focus right. So after that, I'm going to events and I'm planning them. Like I got my merch with me. I got a couple of shirts. I got enough cards for 2 for everybody in the crowd. And I'm gonna make sure I take pictures with people so I get things done. I get posted somewhere that I didn't post. Yeah, it definitely made a difference.
Hey man, I hope you got your little note.
What was that? You cut off.
Right.
I said I hope y'all got your little notepads out. He's dropping gems right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely dropping gems. And I had wondered about that, and that's interesting that you said it was actually a little easier to get on, and it was Grand Hustle. It's a Grand Hustle event was one of your first ones, so that's really interesting. Considering all the artists that are moving out there, trying to do something.
Yeah.
When you had that experience, was that something where you had been kind of like tracking certain events or certain venues, or did you kind of just see a flyer and say, okay, I'm going to check it out?
Yeah, like I just hopped off the MARTA bus and the flyer was on the light pole and I was like, this one. That's next.
Oh, okay. It was like that. Okay. Straight like that. Okay. That's what's up. But as far as your new project, new upcoming projects, what do you have coming up next?
I'm working on a lot. I got a couple of tracks in on Dystopia 3. Of course, like I said, those drop every 420, so it'll be a little time before it's ready, but I'm doing that. I got a joint project with my boy Xavier. Shout out to Zay, that I'm working on. I got my solo project that I'm working on as well. It's near completion, and I should be ready to drop that in the fall, so stay on the lookout for that. But I'm kind of ADHDing all of my projects and switching back and forth until they're all done, and then I'll see which one I want to drop first, with the exception of D3. That's 420 most definitely.
Dope.
That's what's up. And when did you say Dystopia 3 is coming out again?
Yeah, so the Dystopia series always drops on 420.
Okay.
Since the first one was like a stoner album, we try to keep that theme going. And so I always drop those albums on 420. Shout out to Young Bass.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's hip hop all day too.
Yeah, but if you can remind everybody where to check you out, where to find your music at.
Oh, I'm on every streaming platform. Just look up YeezysWorld. Doesn't matter if you put the $ or the S, I'm going to pop up. You're going to see the orange locks.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. We really appreciate you, coming and chopping it up with us. And much love and congratulations on all your success and wishing you much more.
Once again, I thank you guys for having me up here. I like what you got going on. I'll definitely be in touch.
That's what's up. Okay. We will do that. And also we have Home Base Radio. We're playlist curators for Home Base Radio. So we're going to be checking out your music for sure to see if we can place it over there. I already heard two myself that I really like. So we're going to definitely have you streaming over on Home Base Radio as well.
True. I appreciate you.
That's what's up. Thank you again.
All right, y'all.
All right.
One.
That was up. YeezysWorld, y'all.
Gotta play him out.
On all streaming platforms. All streaming platforms. And on IG, he's _YeezysWorld_. But yeah, as he said, you can look him up. YeezysWorld. You can use the S or the $. That's what's up. What you think about today what you think? How you feeling? Grandmastar Bass Monstar?
This boy Kendrick got me following his whole life story. That's how I feel. Like, I know you think about the concert, he finally performed Not Like Us. He started with Euphoria, and then he went ahead and he did the whole diss track album, and then dropped Not Like Us at the end. He was gonna do Meet the Grams,
man,
but I don't think they would let him. Then my man brings out Dr. Dre too. I was like, whoa, I wish I would 8 times. I was like, dang.
Yeah, like I'm still trying to figure out how many times he did that song, because most outlets were saying 5, but I think I heard 6. I saw a couple say 6. But I'm telling y'all, I think it was 6. It was 6 times.
Yeah. Played that joint back to back on him.
For real. He brought out everybody. Like I had started writing down everybody he was bringing up. Then I lost track. All I know, we saw because I hate to miss anybody, but I do want to say, as you mentioned, Dr. Dre, Ty Dolla $ign, Dom Kennedy, 310 Baby, some everybody. he really. Oh, Steve Lacy. Huh?
There was one person that he wanted to bring out that didn't want to come out. That I think was like, nah.
Who? You trying to start something now?
I ain't trying to start nothing.
Okay, who was it then?
Maybe I got my minds mixed up that time.
Maybe,
but I'm pretty sure he was trying to get Nope. Yeah, he was trying to get the Game to come out to the pop out.
So okay, because I know Game. He actually went live after the pop out on why he didn't go.
What he
what'd he say? Oh, let's see what he said. He was saying a lot. He went live for 25 minutes or so. But let's see what he said. This is what Game had to say.
Niggas don't tell me, nigga, where I can't go or where I ain't from or this ain't deep. We ain't fucking with nigga. If you ain't fucking with me, cool. Don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's truth be told. And again, everybody know what it is with me, nigga. Drizzy, he know what the fuck it is with me, nigga. Ask him when you see him what it is with Chuck Taylor. Nigga, ask Top Dog what it is with Chuck Taylor, nigga. Ask Tommy Tom, 2 T's, nigga, what it is with Chuck Taylor. All of these niggas I done broke bread with, nigga, before this internet shit came to be a motherfucking thing, nigga. So if anybody asking me how I feel about the shit that K-Dot doing, nigga, I think what he doing is amazing, nigga. I think what Drizzy doing is amazing. I think them niggas just came out of one of the biggest hip-hop beefs ever, nigga, and survived, nigga. Tupac and Biggie didn't, nigga. Me and 50, we beef, we survived, nigga. 50 doing his TV thing, that's cool. I'm doing my shit. That's cool. I put fatherhood before all this other shit that y'all materialize, nigga. And y'all feel like y'all take that shit and say, oh, game ain't this. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, I don't wake up in the morning to try to motherfucking prove myself to nobody. I done did it. I done sold platinum records. I done been around the world. I done been on fucking world tours. Nigga, I'm still getting money, nigga, off the brand I created, nigga. In the hood with me and my brother and my homies, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to say, you know, oh, Game pick this side and pick that side, nigga, Game pick Game side, nigga. And Drake, that's my motherfucking brother, nigga. And Kendrick, that's the homie, he know what it is, nigga. We came up in this shit. Kendrick watched me do it, nigga. Top Dog watched me do it. Them niggas had what they had way back then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I help niggas where I could help niggas. And ain't nobody gonna take that from you or deny that. Ask these niggas when you see them, nigga, while you talking, while motherfuckers is running their mouth about this and that. Ask the niggas that y'all motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As you see, the Game had a lot to say. He had a lot to say. He was like, Game picked the Game side. I was rolling. Like, no disrespect to him at all. Like, he's always funny to me. Like, the way he just be, and I had almost started counting the N word, because he said it every other word, every other word
about that.
I was like, nah, I'm not gonna count it. I was like, yeah, but I almost counted him up, and I was gonna talk about how many times he said it.
Like, just
but yeah,
put a little counter up on the screen right here. Just put a counter right. Let me see. Put a counter right there, and just see how many times. Like, for real, why he's going through what he's going through. I was like, ninja, and then, you know, it was playing slow at first for me, so all I caught every times was ninja this, ninja this, ninja that. Like, damn, he got a point though. He not supposed he done already made his money. You know, I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that. You
much respect.
You ain't gotta answer every call. You ain't gotta answer every call. Just because they calling don't mean I need them to call no more. You know, there was a time when maybe I did call, but now the game is built. Like you said, the game chose Game. Game gonna choose Game every time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and again, you know, because at the beginning of it, because he actually went live from his second account, not his Los Angeles Confidential, not his main account. He said he was having problems going live from that one. So like he wanted an audience before he started. He was like, I'm gonna wait till this live get up to 1,000 before I start. So he was just sitting there. I want to say that was like maybe 8 minutes, the first 8 minutes of the video. He just like, yeah, I hope y'all having a good summer type of thing. I was like, yeah. But he made sure it got to 1,000 before he started. And so that was, you know, that was cool. I thought that was cool. You know, because he showed a lot of artists. I'll see a lot of artists go live, right? And they'll be like, I'm gonna wait till it gets like, you know, just say 100 or something like that. And then it never gets to that. And then they just start talking finally. But he actually waited. So I was like, okay, much respect for that.
Right.
For getting up to 1,000 before he even started. But I mean, he has a point, you know, at the beginning, he was also talking about how, he was like, he put Compton on, he put the West on, you know, of course he wasn't the first to do it. He never, you know, he didn't say that or nothing like that. But a lot of people do forget, they forget, you know, the Game, he really did his thing. Like he really, I know during his era, showing my age a little bit, but during his era, I wasn't even thinking about the West much, you know what I'm saying? So when he had his stuff out, like popping, I was like, okay, you know, I was checking other West Coast artists out at that time. So he did make some people turn their head that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
for
the
sure.
game got a great fan base. Before we
Yeah.
finish talking about Drake and all the people related to the diss and the battle rap beef,
Yeah.
we got to mention Pharrell. I think I heard something about Pharrell. I think you need to go
Oh
ahead and
yeah.
talk about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you talk about the recent supposed diss that Pharrell did against Drake
I
on
mean,
that.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Well,
For me, was you heard.
I actually have not heard that song yet, but it was
Not the
from the. It's called Double Life from Despicable Me 4, and yeah,
mm,
they were talking about they think because it was just there was like a line in it where he was talking about living a double life. But I mean, the name of the song is called Double Life.
right?
I think people be stretching sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Because it's
it's a
from the
fact.
movie.
That's crazy that so many people are coming out rapping against Drake. You notice ain't nobody else came for Kendrick Head though. Nobody else. They picking on
Yeah,
everybody around Kendrick, but ain't nobody picking on Kendrick though. This
yeah.
my last talk about rap beefs. Quavo finally responded to Chris Brown's um Chris Brown's diss track. Chris Brown seems not to care though, because over here going viral off of his dance freestyles during his uh during
He did
his
another one.
concerts. No, I think it's the same one. It's just been going around a lot. But Quavo
Oh, you
dropped
smell guns today.
like
Oh
for
wow.
Chris. Yeah, Quavo
Oh
dropped a
okay.
diss track for Chris though, and
Yeah, like some months ago. So you're saying that one is like they're talking about that one again?
yeah, they're talking about it again. Not
Oh
Chris to
wow.
Quavo,
Okay.
Quavo to Chris now.
Right. Right. Quavo's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Chris
Because I
seems
know
not
the
to care.
one he dropped, they were talking about at the beginning, and they were like it was weak. But is it that same one, or is this a? I'm like, am I missing
No,
something?
probably the same one. I don't think he dropped another one. I just was bringing it back up. I ain't been here in a minute. I just want to make sure we all still on the same pages.
Because he does have that a new song with Peso Pluma. So I'm like, I was just wondering if it was
Uh,
on that new one. But
oh no, I'm gonna
yeah,
have to listen after the show.
okay. But yeah, the
But we
one
might
he
have
had like a couple months ago. Yeah,
yeah, we
that
might
was
have a clip of of the uh of the Chris Brown freestyle that's going viral right now on Instagram. We might have a little
Oh,
clip of
okay.
that if you
Let me
wanted to
see.
show it. But I was like, Chris seems not to care. He's out here breaking up marriages and freestyling his life away. He's not worried about y'all. Cause another story, another story I heard is that Chris Brown, this dude, after seeing a photo of his wife with Chris Brown and his soon-to-be wife, not they weren't married yet, but they were soon to be married. And she took a very provocative picture with Chris. And bro said, "I'm done with the marriage." He ended it. I was like, "Dang, that's
Yeah, he's breaking them up. He's breaking them up. It's messed up. I mean, and they're taking to their social media to talk about it too. The guys, it's really like it's really. I think
oh
it's
man,
it's really
that's
scarring them.
crazy. That's
That's the
crazy. Whose
messed
fault is
up.
that though? Whose fault? Who do you blame? I'm gonna tell you who I blame, but I'm gonna let you go first. Who you blame?
Who do I blame for the breakups?
Who do you blame for
Well,
the break? Exactly.
I mean, that's one of those weird subjects because first of all, he's a celebrity and it's highly likely, because he's selling these darn tickets, these meet and greet tickets. And he's selling them
Exactly.
for it's 11.11. He's selling them for $1,111. So I highly
Ooh.
doubt that he's trying to hook up with anybody at his meet and greet. Um,
Don't he got a
so,
wife?
huh? Who got a wife?
Don't he? He do got a wife, right?
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
No,
He got a
no,
wife.
he ain't got no
A girl?
wife. I mean, he got baby mamas.
Oh.
He got baby mamas. I don't know if he has a current girlfriend. I haven't seen. I know I saw him. His daughter just had a birthday recently, and he was
Uh,
one of his
Happy
baby
birthday.
mothers. But yeah, so but yeah, I mean, whose fault is it for the breakups? I think it's just a matter of trust. It's a trust issue problem. So I
You
think
say it's on the relationship? It's on the relationship then?
it's on the relationship. The relationship was kind of wobbly to begin with if you breaking up after they
Oh
take a picture. But at the same time, don't be taking no
no.
crazy picture with him either, because you know it's gonna go viral. All the crazy ones going viral.
Man,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
I see who I blame. I blame I blame both the relationship too. Dang. Dang. I didn't want to say that. I'm telling you right now, I didn't want to say that. I wanted to say I blame the woman. But now that I think about it, I blame the relationship because you're right. It was rocky before we got there. This is a faith test. If you can't pass Chris Brown, you don't deserve to be married to me. It's over. Like, sick of this shit. This is ridiculous. Gotta this goddamn concert and you leaving pregnant. I ain't even black. The baby came out black. God damn it. Chris gonna take care of this baby.
Right.
He better take care of it. Shit. You mentioned that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
I mean, it is
I'm sick.
disrespectful for some of these ladies in relationships to be. I mean, I've seen some of the poses, so yeah, that is some disrespect right there. I wouldn't
Uh-huh.
say it should break the whole
So we doing
relationship because he's
that.
a celebrity. You know what I mean? Huh?
No, what we doing after that is we going straight to a Megan Thee Stallion concert, and I'm getting pulled up on stage, and we gonna have us a meet and greet. That's what we gonna do, since we out here
Tit
just
for
meeting.
tat. We're doing tit for tat, huh?
Exactly. Our relationship is strong. We can make it through this. Get my tickets. That's what I'm gonna tell her right there.
Yeah.
Go get my tickets. Going to go see Megan, and we go. I want to be a Swifty too. Taylor Swift. I'm going to that one. Meet and greet. Sick of
I
this
mean, but no telling
out
what
here.
they be doing at the darn bachelor parties. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got strippers there. You know, like, but
Oh,
you know,
oh.
I will say though, because that's like private versus. I think it's another thing, to another aspect of it where it's like
Yeah.
private versus public. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean
Yeah,
at
it's
the
kind of hard
private
to blame
bachelor parties,
celebrities.
it's not all out there like that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of hard to blame the celebrities because that, like you said, that's their job. They there to entertain you. They done charged you your arm and your leg, so they might
Yeah,
need to grind on it to make you feel like you got your money's worth. That might be what he need to do.
I mean that's kind of how I feel about it because it's But I mean, like you said, you were about to blame the ladies, and I do. Again, it's a disrespect thing, so I do. There's a more of a blame there, because. But
Hmm.
I don't know. Think about it. Like you said, if the guy went to Megan Thee Stallion or some concert and posed with her, I'm pretty sure he would have his arm wrapped around her. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't just be
Yep.
like all buddy, like her hand on his shoulder. I don't think it would be nothing like that. I think he would have his arm wrapped around her waist. So
You doing
I don't know.
something
We would have to see them put to the test for that, I think.
like 1 second, like that's as outrageous as this whole Diddy returning to the city of New York. Y'all just keep going with the outrage.
Yeah, and he wiped his Instagram clean. Did you see that?
No, for real.
Yeah, he cleared his Instagram. I'm not following him no more, but that's what I
Dang,
saw in the headlines, and I did check his page. It's definitely empty, wiped
Damn,
clean.
that's crazy.
So I don't know what that was about, but everybody's speculating. But I'm not here to speculate on that. But yeah, we don't know what's going on right now. But let's talk a little bit about Chief Keef. Whoops, here we go. Doing wow, what am I doing here?
The Keefs
It
of
says it's
Chiefs,
sharing, but it ain't sharing. Where's it
the
at?
Chiefs of Chiefs. It's up there. What in the hell?
Huh? It's not on.
I
I
thought
mean, it's on here now.
that.
We'll just show it like this. We'll show it like this. Chief
Oh
Keef.
no,
I don't know why it's not showing the other way, but Chief
Chiefs of
Keef
Chiefs.
just had a concert in Chicago. This was the first time since 2012. So that was major. Somebody actually, because we had posted this on our Facebook, and somebody came up under saying it wasn't actually in Chicago. It was in let me get the name of the city. But yeah, they were like, because all the major outlets are saying Chicago, but they were like, oh, technically it was not Chicago. It was in Bridgeview.
Oh
So they
wow,
said his concert was actually in Bridgeview, and I had checked. It was like, I think it's like, 33 minutes from Chicago.
oh, wow. That's what
But
they used to do though back in the day, for real. Like that's a marketing ploy. Instead of
yeah,
putting the city, the smaller surrounding city on, you claim that you're going to the city that's the major city in that area.
yeah,
It's
that makes
definitely,
sense too. But
yeah. I respect that. I'm not opposed.
yeah,
I wouldn't feel robbed or nothing. You know.
yeah, because that's really just a little suburb of Chicago, and shout out to him for that because it's been 12 years. He's cleaned up a lot. He brought his daughter on stage. The concert was actually during Father's Day weekend. So
Oh,
he
that's
brought his daughter on stage. She was rapping with him up there. And then he had some others come on stage with him. I thought it was all love. Like that was
mm,
major for the city of Chicago for sure.
mm. Happy
But
Juneteenth month, by the way.
what was that?
Happy Juneteenth month, by the way.
Oh yeah, happy Juneteenth month. Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Yeah.
Speaking of Juneteenth, I mean, what was going on in your city for
Well,
Juneteenth?
I did a showcase with the All Star Band of Texas, which is a collection of high school bands here in Texas. It's one of the last collections of bands like it. It's a collection of different high school bands all over from Texas, and I did a couple showcases with a couple of really talented dancers here in Austin. And then there was a couple of parades that went on, so we got down. Austin celebrates, especially with the whole idea of Juneteenth behind it being that the slaves in Texas were the last to find out that they were emancipated. So I'm glad to see that this state leans into the whole holiday. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What about
and
you?
that's one of those things. What I do, I didn't do nothing. I mean, I was just chilling. I was
Oh, give
happy
me
to
a
have
break.
a day
Oh,
off.
that's good.
Yeah, I
That's
was just
good.
happy to have a day off, and there's a lot of history behind Juneteenth, and the thing is, like even on Juneteenth, at the time they thought the Texas slaves were the last to find out, but there were still some slaves up in
Yeah,
the northern states. So it's one of those things where it's like, I'm glad that they're recognizing it. It's just that there were still people enslaved during that time. So I have an issue
yeah.
with that. But anyway, that's a whole nother show, whole nother topic. But
Good time to think about
that's good. You
it.
did some stuff, huh?
Hmm. I said it's a good time to think about things like that for sure
Yeah,
during this time to reflect on that situation like that and realize that everyone wasn't as like the job wasn't finished because the job
right.
ain't finished today. That's what hip hop is here
Yes,
for. We to finish the job.
yes, and we do want to extend our condolences to the families. There was some. Unfortunately, there was a event out in Round Rock, Texas, and there were some people that didn't make it from after there was a shootout out there. It was
Oh yeah,
art.
what about
I want to say, was it the Ribs Fest? I can't think of the exact name right now,
you're
but
right. I think that's the name of it.
yeah, that was really sad. And much
Yeah,
love to them and their families. But
yeah,
there was a lot going on. This whole, there's some other topics we didn't load all the slides, but there was a lot that had went on this week. But we don't want to. We can actually, we could take it on, talk about some of those next week. But
yeah.
one that I did want to say that might be a little too old by then. I just want to congratulate Timbaland because he was recently inducted into the 2024 Songwriters Hall of Fame, and It was through an affiliation with Missy Elliott, and we got that from XXL magazine. So shout out to XXL for reporting on that. But big ups to
Yeah,
Timbaland and congratulations to him and Swiss Beats for bringing back Versus. Versus is coming back, everybody. I'm real excited about that. They got an exclusive deal with X, formerly known as Twitter. So Swiss Beats and Timbaland, they had took a picture with Elon Musk and stuff. I'm actually curious to see how that's going to turn out. You know what I mean? With
yeah.
Versus over there on X now.
With X,
Yeah, they're going to be airing it exclusively on X.
man, they really trying to dig X out the grave, ain't they? I don't know. I'm not
Well,
gonna go with y'all. I'm calling it X. It's Twitter. We're not just gonna sit here and act like that man didn't just buy the software and rename it. That is Twitter, and it
yeah,
will
I
be
mean, he still
forever
got the
Twitter.
domain name.
And
You
I
know,
will make
it's
huh?
definitely still Twitter. You know, he still got the domain name, and they still call them tweets. Because I still haven't heard nobody say they're called X's. That does sound too weird.
Hey,
So
what you gonna call them, right? How about Threads? You've been using
exactly,
Threads?
huh? With Threads.
Yeah, you've been using
Well,
Threads.
oh yeah, I've been using it a little bit here and there. You know, just to show face over there. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like Twitter. I feel like Threads definitely the new Twitter.
You say you like it
Yeah.
better?
Oh
Oh, I
yeah, I
like
like it
X
better.
better.
I'm on it more than X, more than Twitter.
I'm still a Twitter. I'm still a Twitter person. So, but yeah, Versus is back, and it will be exclusively on X. So make sure y'all check it out over there. If you're not familiar with some of their new technologies over there, they have a new feature where you can go live. You have to have a certain number of followers, but you can go live. You can show videos and stuff like that. There's this one DJ, and I can't think of his name to shut him out, but I will mention him next show. But there's this one DJ. He goes live all the time. He's always looking for new music, but he shows, he's sharing his screen as he's going live over there. People can comment. It's real similar to this type of interface over here. And so that's kind of what you'll be seeing when Versus comes back on X, and it's really cool. I like it a lot. So, but yeah, it's been a pleasure, y'all. This been the Rep My Block show. We got a lot more to talk about. There's so much happening, but we're gonna have to tell some of y'all, tell you
So
some of it next week. Talk about it next week. But I'm
much
so glad my
June.
co-host is back. He was y'all. He went out on me. He was like, "Bye, see you later."
I had to go for a minute. I'm glad to
Man,
be back. Glad to be back
yeah.
though. Glad like, I had to go help the kids though. Had to get
Oh
that
yes,
straightened out.
that's our
Have a
future.
little
The
more
kids, the future.
to move around. Yeah, yeah. This is their like I said, this is their showcase season. So I had a lot of kids to kind of just focus on, and it was taking up a lot of my time, man. That's how kids are. They take your time.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
most
gotta
definitely.
have them responsibly.
Congratulations on everything you're
I'm
doing
glad to
with
be
it.
back. I'm glad the world is talk about.
That's what's up. Well, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, here on the Rep My Block Show. The Music Monday show is coming back as well, featuring Yama and a new co-host with him over there. That's coming back real soon. And as you know, we got the Freestyle Friday show every Friday. This Friday coming up is going to be the Grand Prize show. So we're gonna see what the artists bring over there. They gotta. We already told them they gotta come with their A game. So they got to come with their A game for this. So we're
Where
going to see what for us. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
thanks for tuning in.
enter one
Huh?
of these days. Ain't no conflict of interest. Said I'm gonna enter one of these
Oh,
days. Ain't no conflict of interest.
well, I mean, you could send a video, they could air it, but you can't win. You can't
Oh
win.
dang! What if I was doing it though?
But
What if they vote
we'll
for
play
me? They're
it
like,
over
it was.
there. Don, did you see Don's freestyle? He did a freestyle.
Yo, I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's all proud of his freestyle. I was like, okay, Don.
Oh, check that
He
out.
got some
Yeah, I'm
bars.
gonna oh
Yeah.
shit.
But thank y'all for tuning in again. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend and peace.